get this going. Okay, y'all. So good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I was supposed to be in live, but I've been out here reading. Well, not really reading. I was studying and stuff like that and drinking water and tea. Let's talk about some things. Okay. So one is I had a celebration. So I have let's talk about I don't know what I want to call this. What do I call it? I could think traditions that I didn't realize I had that I do. One, I never wash my face the night of a big event. I always wash it the next day. Now I do wash everything else, of course, but my face I actually wait until the next morning because I don't do makeup often, and I like to see my face, let people see my face, this and another. And then plus, I don't know, it's just something about that. I just always do it the next day. So that's like one ritual I do. Even though a lot of my stuff is out, and then y'all can see I was a celebration, so people took me home with them. So I hope they enjoyed it. The other thing is the the things that I do, and you have to figure out. And I'm talking about this because I feel like you need to figure out what your thing is, right? For you as a leader or as a person, like what's your thing or whatever. Um, for that week of when you like have a big event and stuff. Like for me, I'll do extra self care. Like it's a big thing for me. Like I'll do a lot of things that are like making sure I'm okay. You know, making sure that I'm good, make sure I'm balanced, meditate, read, slow down, whatever that may be. You know, all those things. I'll fix this a little bit. Give me a sec. Oh. And all those things, right? So make sure you guys do that. Um, as well as I said that was way too high. As well as I think making sure that you are doing everything that you need to do for yourself and just make sure that you are like I'm a sour sap person, black seed oil person, black seed bitters, sour sap bitters, elderberry, black seed, tea, lemon water, first thing in the morning. So like those are big things like I'll make sure I do. Like especially when I have like big events coming up, stuff like that, just to get myself centered. But that's something I do all the time. I'm gonna be honest. But like during the big event weeks, I make sure I'm purposely doing that. So that's just something I do. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Listen to the nature. Can you hear it? Okay. Hope y'all can hear it. Okay, so let's talk leadership things first, and then we're gonna get into books and astrology. Okay, a little bit of astrology, leadership things. The biggest thing you need to do is make sure you are studying yourself. I think that is so important. I don't hear a lot of people talk about that. I don't know why. Why don't y'all study yourselves? Can y'all tell me why? Like, what is it that makes y'all not like really pay attention like to who you are? How have you grown? What are you into now? You know, we're all here to change and to cycle and to go through cycles and rebirths and transformations and figure out who we are constantly. Like that's like your soul mission here on earth, to be honest. Of course the other things count too, but it's really those things is the most important. Um, but do you ever like do that stuff? Like are you really studying yourself? Like do you take time out each morning, like stretch, work out, do some type of physical activity, reflect? This is outside your faith, okay? Outside of your faith. I know we'll talk about that maybe. But outside of your faith, do you do that? Right? Hey, how you doing? I just want to make sure you guys do that because that's very important that you really sit with yourself. I think that's the hardest thing for a lot of people to do is to take time to sit with themselves because like really you have to then become honest with yourself. But that is the best way you're gonna reflect and really go through your soul mission, soul purpose, and stuff like that. Shout out to Jana King. You know Jana King. And become who you really are, right? So that's very important you do that. You have to self reflect. before you interact with others, because you'll get confused by what other people see in you, and every for most people, their perception is their reality. So you have to sit with yourself and reflect with yourself about who you are, what you are into, and this, that, and other. And the other thing that's very difficult being a leader, especially in the U.S., because the U.S. is like the home of division. We're gonna call it United States. That's such a weird thing. How we the oxymoron of that? Like United States of America, but we are so divided. That is such a weird thing, right? Like I don't know. Maybe that's on purpose. Maybe that's intentional. Like where they named it the United States, but they knew it was gonna be all about division. That's like I'm starting to realize that that's probably really what it was all about. Okay, guys, that's probably really what it was all about. I'm just thinking about that. That is so weird. Um, why is the trash people coming today? That's interesting. This shit came yesterday. Huh. Okay. So I'm just like, why they come today? Okay. Okay. So leadership. I think that's what I said first. Leadership. Then we go in the books. Okay. So leadership things that I do. I've been a leader for a very long time. Now, the more I reflect on my life, I realize I've been a leader since I was pretty much in elementary. I'm just gonna be honest. And I'm not a type of person that likes leadership or like be like I want to be a leader or this that and other because it comes with so much. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's a journey. But I'm a natural leader. And so I realize that I naturally lead in things. Even when I don't want to lead, I just end up leading. And so that's what I'm here to do this lifetime. So I'm working on embracing that more and really just being that person, right? Because I know that helps others. And I also understand that I'm here to build things that do not exist. So that's a big thing to do, right? That means I got to go against the mainstream of what you guys believe in right now and really begin to chart the way for the things that are not here yet. Okay? So those are like my two main things for me to do. So, leadership things I do just to make sure that I'm centered. I like to reflect in the morning, do some type of activity. Stretch is very important. And I'm getting into the stretches that like I don't know. I don't say that wrong. It might be it may be Japanese or Chinese where they just kind of do the stretches where you like do your arms and really get your heart centered and really make sure you're working your chakras, those type of things. I'm really getting heavy into that because I think that is so critical for balance, right? Especially with all the energy that's shifting right now in the world and all those things, we really have to intentionally make sure we are balanced because there's gonna be so many people that are gonna be off balance. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Um, so you gotta kind of do those intentional things and really get serious about that. Other leadership things that I like to do that I didn't do when I was younger, but I do now. I slow things down. I will purposely make things slower. Like I don't care what it is. Like if it's well, sometimes you have to take action quickly, but even when it's adversity, chaos, this and that, there's ways you can slow things down. Do that. I'm telling you. That way you're not reacting out of emotions. Take your time to really process it. Even when people are being emotional, like figure out a way to slow them down. I'm just telling you, that's one big trick to learn. Um, of course, when it's an emergency, you gotta react, do it. But there's ways you can even slow down an emergency. Trust me, I've been doing it, baby. Learn that skill. Um, it's gonna pay off in the long run. The other one I would say is what's another good one? I'm a huge collaborator. Even though I love my alone time, I'm an introvert, but I'm a huge collaborator. I think that's huge for leadership, especially now, especially the age we're going into. I think my collaborations are going to know. I know my collaborations are going to get stronger, better, and bigger. So I'm so excited about that as the other collaborations fall off. Um, so I'm excited about that journey and that path. And the other thing I would say about leadership is I'm a more um leader that likes to be involved in the work. I know some leaders like to sit back and not really be that involved. I am more like hands-on leader. So find your leadership style. I don't know if anyone is way better than the other. I just think everybody has their own unique style. So that's what I'll say. Figure out what that is and really do that. And you're a leader, I've never been a title person. I'm not a title person. It is some places on my social media I don't have my titles at all. On LinkedIn, I have my titles. I think. Do I? Yeah. I mean, it shows you what I do, but I don't even think I have my titles. I think I have something that describes like what stage I'm in right now. But I don't think I got anywhere besides probably my LinkedIn. Everywhere else is like just some type of statement or something. So I'm not a big titles person, and I'm saying that because you lead in some area in life, and the first thing you lead is yourself. Everybody's a leader. I'm gonna be honest with you. The first thing you lead is yourself, and that's the most important thing, especially as we move from decentralized leadership, centralized leadership to decentralized leadership. That just means people become their own authority. That's what we're moving to, and the reason that that has to happen is because of the centralized leadership doing the things they're doing. Okay, we'll talk enough about that because I don't want my page to get taken down. Okay, let's talk about books. If I come back to some more leadership things, okay. This book right here, The End of Jobs. Get this book. Read it. Read this book. Okay? This is the second time me buying this book. And because I lost it, I think, while traveling. And I was at the end of this book. And at the end of this book, it has maybe 20 letters from top industry leaders. And this book was written, I feel like this book was written, when was this book written? This book was written, I don't say date. I feel like it was 2014. No, it might not have been that long ago. Where is your, dang it, let me see what time this book was written. This is going to be long form, guys. I know you guys been trained on short form, but we're doing long form today. 2020. Okay, this book was written in 2020. Which is 6 years ago. I've been talking about AI for about 8 years now. This was going to give you where jobs are going. Yes, jobs are going to be eliminated. I don't know why people be scared to say that. I don't know what that's about. Jobs are transforming. That means we're going to have... Anytime, let's just talk about this. Anytime something's coming in, something has to end. So, yes, there's going to be things that are going to end so new things can come in. That book is going to give you a lot of context to let you know where we're going from. Just to give you Cliff Notes version of it, and I've been saying this forever, but this book just confirmed everything I've been saying forever. But I'm reading it because I want to know like how the U.S. is going to be structured a little bit, because that's going to help me to help folks who are going to be dealing with this shift heavy, you know, and so forth. So we're going from W-2s to 1099 workers. That's a big one. We are leaving the age of where degrees matter. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know that's a tough one for a lot of people. It's gonna be more about certifications. How quick can you learn a skill? How agile you are? How quickly you can change, adjust, and so forth. That's literally what we're going to. The degree age. Degrees were a big thing when we had jobs that you worked in for until you retired. That whole age has left us. Age of Pisces. It's like 2,000, 2,500 years is an age. We're in the age of Aquarius. That means we're moving into a whole new dynamic of work and how work looks. Most of the things in the book, they tell you about jobs that don't even exist today and how new jobs are getting ready to start. And like, it's going to be things like, one of the things that is going to be big as artificial intelligence continues to grow in our world is going to be human connection. So it's going to be a job that's going to be centered around human connection. It's going to be labeled something like human connectivity specialist. That's going to be a job. So think of it that way. Okay. So that's going to be one big thing. And you're going to see a lot of new jobs pop up. And the education is going to eventually catch up with it. It's going to change heavily too. And you're seeing the end of one structure coming down, the other structure being formed. So for those who hold on to the old structures, I'm not saying you can't hold on to them. I'm just telling you, the earlier you let it go, the better off you're going to be. Because you're going to drive yourself crazy trying to hold on to something that got to die. Okay. That's enough of that. I was gonna be honest with you. Okay, I think it's about to start raining. Okay, let's okay. So the next one is the black tax. I picked up this book because of listening to a lecture that the author did. I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy his book. I'll be honest. So that made me buy his book. I haven't really read it too deeply yet. So, but I'm getting into it. 4, eat right for your body type. I'm a plus size girl. I've been plus size all my life. I've been over 300 pounds. I'm not there anymore. I've lost 100. I lost 150 pounds at one point at all, but I've lost 100 pounds and have kept it off for over 10 years. So I do want to lose this last 50, and I want to keep it off this time. So I'm actually like digging more, like I'm going slow with it. I'm not even in no rush. I'm not doing no medicine or nothing like that. I'm gonna like really study my body and really figure out what my body needs and remove what it don't. So it's the book. I'm gonna go see some specialists too, not doctors, but like vitamin lady, other people that I know are really good at understanding your body, stuff like that. So, we'll say this for last. The next one I'm doing, I'll say, is Sacred Women by Queen Afua. This is like an encyclopedia, guys. Look at this. This is like an encyclopedia. Look at this. This is, yeah, this is intense. Anybody who has read this book, you are a G. You are truly a G. And this is a bookmark. So y'all want to check out this bookmark. It's called The Bookmark by Corrine Marie. Oh, yeah, I can see it. I mean, it's totally backwards, but you know, it's mirrored. Okay. This is one thing about leadership. I feel like things slow and steady are worth it, not fast and quick. I know the U.S. taught y'all everything had to be fast and quick. The things that last are slow and worth it. That's why I take my time with stuff. Okay. Those are the things that last, guys. I'm just going to give you a little trick. I know the U.S. taught you the other thing. They always, in the U.S., everything's backwards. Keep that in mind, and you'll know how to start navigating. Okay. Oh, this book I ordered, and I had to get somebody to go pick it up for me because they kept calling me like, your book is in, your book is in. And I was like, okay, thank you for finally getting this to me. So I'm going to get into this. I already know it's going to be the bomb. Ilana Van Sant, spiritual hygiene. I already know it's about to be the thing, right? It's about to be good. Okay, I saved this for last. These are the books I was recommend. Let me tell you my favorite books of all time so far. All the books I've read. I'm actually in the process of trying to get to where I am going to get to like a minimalist lifestyle, and I'm gonna get rid of all my stuff. But I used to have 2 huge bookshelves full of books. And so I am now going to be trying to get down to like just some key books, but some books that I really like that I would say definitely changed my whole perspective on things, like my mindset. This doesn't mean it's gonna help your mindset. You may have other books, but these are my books. The 4 Agreements. Um, Successful Women Speak Differently. That's the first one I read, and that really helped me tremendously. What's another book? The Millionaire Next Door. It really shows you who the real millionaires are. That's a real good book. Shout out to Candy Bird. She mentioned it on the interview, and that's how I ended up reading that book. Because I love her business mind. The next one would be, what's another good one? Boundaries, which is a Christian-based book, but it really talks to you about boundaries and not taking on other people's karmic lessons and being okay to watch them go through their karma and learning how to not get in disrupt them because that's their evolutions in life and you have your own evolution to go through. That's a really good book for anybody who struggles with boundaries. Strength Finders, if you're scared of astrology for some reason, Strength Finders will help you a lot. So do Strength Finders. That's not a dumbed down, it's just more a practical version of astrology. All the personality tests, y'all, is really astrology. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Hopefully y'all start discovering that soon. That's all it is astrology. All the Myers Briggs, strength finders, any personality test you take, y'all, it's just astrology. And it's reading your chart, honestly, but in practical ways. Little secret for you. Okay. um and the next one I would say is, what's another one? I know I'm forgetting one. What I'm gonna say is what our mama could not teach us about love. That is a really good book for anybody that's struggling with relationships, love, understanding your family dynamics, your family trauma, your family history, your relationship patterns. That is a good book, baby. When I say, I think that's the book I took the most notes in ever in life. I'm gonna be honest. That is a really good book. If I get my hands on an original Bible, I would definitely say that's be a good book too, because I really would like to read the original before all the rewrites. Now that would be the next book I would love to get my hands on. I probably will. Me knowing me as I'm saying. Okay, let's get into astrology. So I have this book, Predictive Astrology. I haven't even started reading it. My friends told me to get it. They was like, you probably would like Predictive Astrology, that book, because I'm into astrology. I'm starting to realize it's actually one of my masteries, more than likely. I haven't took a class yet. I got to find the right teacher that I'm feel comfortable with learning it from, and the one that I feel like is going to be able to teach me in the way that I understand it. And astrology is going to help you to understand who you are, what your natural gifts are, what you're here to do. Now, that's why you're seeing it everywhere. And like you're like, people zodiacs, this and another, etc. You were at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be honest. This is what happened. Okay. The pretty much flipped everything on its head and is using everything to control you. In a nutshell. Read between the lines. Okay, so that's literally what's happened. So everything that you're starting to see now is coming out is because it's the age of Aquarius, and it's time to for people to become aware. So it's power to the people. Okay, so it's time for that. So you're gonna start seeing more and more folks talking about a lot of different things. It's gonna feel like, oh my God, this thing is under attack. Oh my God, this is under attack. Oh my God, they're trying to destroy religion. They're trying to destroy this. They're trying to destroy that. And I just told you what the reason is. It's not destroying. It's just things have to change now. Okay. It's really that people are becoming more aware. They're starting to realize what's really going on, what's happening, etc. And all of us are going to go through it. All the different generations are going to experience it if they accept it. Some people are going to hold on to the old. That's going to be their soul mission. Some people are going to move to the middle. Some people are going to move to the new. So you got to learn to be okay with that. But that is like really the biggest thing. Okay. Um, and with that, you're gonna learn that everything is based off of astrology and numerology. So you might as well learn the basic sciences that you're dealing with daily, whether you believe in it or not. Every single structure I can tell you that we are using daily in our lives are based off of those two systems. From banking to every single thing. So you might as well learn the back end of the structure. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Um, it is not really like anything new under the sun. Everything is just rewrote, rewritten over and over again, etc., etc., etc. And so that's what I would suggest. But astrology is going to help you dig deeper into who you are. It's going to give you the modalities. It's going to help you study yourself. It's going to help you to learn yourself. It's going to help you learn your transits, what you're going through right now, what cycles you're getting ready to experience, how, give you tips on how to experience them. But you have free will as a human being, so you're going to always experience it the way you want to experience it. Um, and that's pretty much how it goes. I suggest you should study astrology, and I think you really should study it because it's very important that you learn it for yourself instead of being controlled. That way you know what you're supposed to be doing, right? And you can be good to go. Um, I think that's so critical. And many people are starting to discover that. And that's why you see a lot of people popping up teaching astrology and stuff like that. And you're like, I'm sick of hearing the zodiac signs. I'm sick of hearing about this. I'm sick of hearing about that. It's because it's time for us to really tap into the knowledge and stop thinking it is something evil. It's not evil, guys. It's just a freaking science. They taught you it was evil because they wanted to control you. That's all it is. They want control and they want to take your energy and use it for what they want it for. You have to come up out of that, okay? Because that impacts all of us. If you continue to allow them to control your energy and siphon it and use it for what they want it for, it's impacting all of us. Unfortunately, we need you to break away from that. Okay, become a sovereign soul. That is going to be your objective here. As things shift, you have to become sovereign. You have to start saying, I do not comply. I do not agree. I do not consent. I'm sovereign. The more of us that are there, the more better it will be for humanity overall. Okay? That does not mean you do not function in the world. We are all here to have a worldly experience. Okay? We're not supposed to become the world, but we are here to have a worldly experience. Okay? So that means you do the things normally what people do. You go to work, you deal with paying bills, stuff like that, etc. And you go through the transitions, whatever that may be for you. You're not really supposed to disconnect from the world. You're supposed to stay in it because your soul has a purpose to fulfill and your soul has a mission to complete. So remember that as times continue to grow, because it's going to grow and things are going to change pretty drastically and pretty quickly. And you're going to be kind of caught off guard sometimes. All of us are, because it's going to be we're going through a huge cycle for the next 14 years. The next 2 years are going to be pretty intense. So you'll probably be in a whole different place next 2 years, whether it's mentally, emotionally, financially, career wise, so forth. Everybody's going to go through it because the world has to shift. Okay. And as we learn to get comfortable with these shifts and we learn to become more authentically who we are in this age, I wish everybody the best, to be honest. Like, I'm just like, hey, I wish us all the best because we all are going through it, okay? Including me. We're all experiencing it, okay? So, I definitely wish you all the best. Okay, that's all I had to say. I really didn't have much else to say, y'all. I don't know how y'all do these things. I don't like, I feel so weird. I'm so used to having my natural hair out. This thing feels, it ain't a wig, but it's a quick weave, and then I got a closure. I usually don't do closures. It's a long story. I'm just gonna say I had an interesting experience with a black-owned business, on a very big day, and I'm gonna find another black-owned business to use. That's all I'm gonna say. That's the tweet. That's the treat. 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 Talk to you guys later.